నమస్కారం. డాక్టర్ బిఆర్ అంబేద్కర్ సార్వత్రిక విశ్వవిద్యాలయం విద్యార్థులకు స్వాగతం. ఈ ప్రసారంలో
ఓం సహనౌ భవతు సహనౌ భునత్తు సహ వీర్యం కరవావహై తేజస్వినామధీతమస్తు మా విద్విషావహై. ఓం శాంతి శాంతి శాంతి. Very good morning viewers. Today I am going to talk about the topic, the role of Indian treatment, yoga and principles in yoga practice. The content includes introduction, present scenario, definition of yoga, origins of yoga, history of yoga, and aims and objectives of yoga, concept of yoga, branches of yoga, yoga and diet, benefits of yoga, precautions and conclusion. Our mind is a consciousness that originates from the eternity and seems operate in the brain, which manifests itself in thought, memory, perception, feeling, will, imagination, reasoning, intelligence and applying knowledge. Body is an extension of mind. Therefore, the disturbances in mind at an early stage show up in the body as some disease at a large state. That's why most of the time it is too late to make any significant corrective measures in the body that suffer. Yoga, which is a spiritual science, gives importance for all dimensions of human personality, that is physical, mental, social and spiritual. Yoga is the only technique to attain complete or holistic health. Now, the present scenario says that the intentions and innovations have made people to believe that joy is in material things. The happiness derived from material things made people to long for still better and enjoyable material things. People spend their time running after happiness, which is endless. While running after material things, people have lost health and thereby have lost their path in life. The air is polluted, ozone is damaged and does not rain when required, and the climate has become worse. We are facing extreme hot and cold conditions. Food and water are contaminated with chemical residues. Automobiles and factories have spoiled the air and increased the noise pollution. The health of the people is being eroded without they know about it. Scientific and technological development made replaced man with machines in day-to-day life. Against all these obstacles, if mankind should become to the right path, their mind and body should be healthy. To keep a person fit and healthy, in the present day, yoga can play the most important role. Yoga is the best form of exercise to stimulate the whole of the body. It can be done in the house with good ventilation. Perfect practice relaxes the body and mind. After a good practice of yoga, mind becomes vibrant. Yoga relieves stress of this present day more effectively and successfully, and for many illnesses, yoga is advocated. The definition of yoga defined by Patanjali Maharshi as Chitta Vritti Nirodhaka. It means that restraint of the modification of the mind stuff is yoga. You can watch here the picture of Patanjali Maharshi. When rightly understood, it is the process of reuniting our finite microcosmic individual self with the infinite absolute pure microcosmic consciousness, upgrading man into man, superman and ultimately to godhood. The origins of yoga explains that yoga is an ancient art based on the harmonizing system of development for the body, mind and spirit. It is a practical aid, not a religion. The word yoga comes from the Sanskrit root yuj, which means to join or to yoke. Yoga is one of the 6 systems of Indian philosophy. Yoga has gained importance not only in India but all over the world due to its effectiveness in the healing as well as health building capacity. Yoga is both a systematized body of knowledge and a practice. Then we are moving to history of yoga. It is reasonably obvious how even the meditative practices associated with the advanced stages of yoga discipline were well established in India long before the Buddha was born. Its history in time honored meditative postures in the sites of Mohenjo-daro and Harappa of the Indus Valley period, that is between 2000 to 3000 BC, strongly suggested that yoga tradition is not only over 4000 years old but was in fact given special recognition in the Indian society well before the Vedic period. Patanjali Yoga Sutras. The Yoga Sutras are the compilations of yogic thought that is largely Raja Yogic in nature. It was codified between the 2nd century BC and 3rd century by Patanjali and prescribes adherence to the 8 limbs, the sum of which constitute Astanga-yoga, to quiet one mind and merge with the infinite. The aims and objectives of yoga. Yoga improves postures, increases the intake of oxygen and enhances the functioning of respiratory, digestive, endocrine, reproductive and excretory systems. Its effects on the emotions are equally beneficial by calming the mind, attaining us to the environment and diminishing insomnia caused by mental restlessness. Yoga is highly recommended for people in competitive, stressful working environments. For those who suffer from headaches, back and shoulder aches, allergies and asthma, yoga also cures behavioral disorders, nervous breakdowns and manic depression. The regular practice of yoga helps us to accept whatever physical or mental conditions we might be suffering from, increasing our immediate sense of well-being, concentration and calmness. Such healing can be done, but it takes practice and consistency. Yoga gives the capacity to face up to the life's challenges. Similarly, when you respect your body, you tend to do things that will enhance its vitality. Parts of yoga practice is deep breathing, which helps to make the body more alkaline. The acid-alkaline ratio is crucial to good health. Over-acidity can be harmful for bones and tissues, leading to fatigue, dual mentality, headaches, depression and arthritis. Refined carbohydrates, animal proteins, coffee and alcohol as well as stress and pollution are all acid forming. Yoga works on the psychological level too. In a yoga position, one should concentrate on total awareness of our energy and how it flows. One should learn how body and mind works together. Almost all exercises can be beneficial depending on the intent and body conditions. Practicing yoga ultimately leads towards long-term health and well-being. The concept of yoga explains that yoga is a gift of our Rishi culture. It is a science and art of pure lifestyle. Yoga offers a man a conscious process to solve his problems. Yoga helps a man to evoke the hidden potentialities of man in a systematic and scientific way. The branches of yoga. These are divided into several parts. They are Jnana Yoga, that is union of knowledge, Bhakti Yoga, union of love and devotion, Karma Yoga explains about action and service, Raja Yoga is the union of mental mastery of path of will, and Hatha Yoga, union of bodily mastery. And Mantra Yoga is the union of voice and sound. Yantra Yoga is the vision and form. Laya and Kundalini Yoga is the union of arousal of latent psyche. And Tantric Yoga, a general form for the physiological discipline, also a union of harnesses sexual energy. Among these, Raja Yoga is important. Raja Yoga means stabilizing the mind in the consciousness of the God or having a mental link with God. Raja Yoga is a commonly known throughout the world, was systematized by Indian sage Patanjali about 2000 years ago. It was known as Astanga-yoga, that is the yoga of 8 limbs, referring to 8 parts into which it is divided. Astanga-yoga. The 8 limbs of Astanga-yoga are divided into several parts. The first one is Yama. Yama is the universal moral commandments. Yama is the general discipline and it is a control of body, mind and speech. And this Yama is also again divided into 5 parts. First one is the Ahimsa, that is non-violence. Satya, that is the truthfulness. Asteya is the non-stealing. Aparigraha is the non-attachment, and Brahmacharya is the celibacy. And the second one in Astanga Yoga is the Niyama. It is a self-purification by discipline or obedience of proper conduct. Niyama are rules for living. There are also divided into 5 parts. First one of the Niyama is Saucha, cleanliness or purity, keeping the external body clean by means of bathing and giving pure food etc., and internal cleaning through sympathy, friendliness and happiness. And the second one in Niyama is the Santosha, satisfied with what is achieved by proper means. And the third one is Tapas, it means fire. It is a burning commitment to the pristine stage. It is a practice of enduring the extreme of cold and hot. It requires various types of hard practices. And the next one is the Swadhyaya. It is a study of ourselves and regular study of religious texts. And the fifth point is Ishvara Pranidhana. It is a devotion and surrendering to the higher infinite power. It emphasizes that remembering God and surrendering everything to Him. All the above Yama Niyamas, which are considered as the pillars of the almost all religions, will contribute for the building of a perfect personality, thereby leads to holistic health of the society. And the third one in Astanga Yoga is the Asana. Asana is the physical posture. The asanas are designed to free our body and mind from tension and stress. It releases, rejuvenates and energizes the body and aims to bring the body and the mind into the harmonious union. Asana should be done with comfort, ease, alertness and steadiness, achieving a balance between ease and effort. Asanas are classified into 3 categories. They are meditative asanas, cultural asanas and relaxative asanas. Examples of meditative asanas are Padmasana and Vajrasana, and cultural asanas are Gomukasana and Vakrasana, and relaxative asanas are Shavasana and Makarasana. Here you can watch the photo of Padmasana. He is performing with Chin Mudra, and this is Vajrasana, Gomukasana, Vakrasana, this is Shavasana, and this is Makarasana in relaxative postures. Here you can watch some of the postures and examples of these asanas. Salutation to God, that is Surya Namaskara. Leg or standing is the Natarajasana. Sitting is the Paschimottanasana. Supine is the Matsyasana. And prone is the Bhujangasana. Hand is the Mayurasana. And knee is the Vajrasana. And head is the Shirshasana. And this is Surya Namaskaras. 12 postures are there. And this is a Natarajasana, Paschimottanasana, Matsyasana, Bhujangasana, Mayurasana and Shirshasana. After each pose, always do a counter pose. Yoga, when doing difficult poses, for example, back bend, one always offsets the somewhat uneasy efforts of the pose by doing a counter pose, for example, forward bend. So, you are supposed to do, when you are doing back bend, you are supposed to do forward bend also. It puts the body back in balance and neutralizes any discomforts. The authenticity and essence of these asanas have been proved by different scholars through their research studies. And the fourth point in Astanga-yoga is pranayama. Pranayama means systematic breathing exercise. The word meaning of pranayama is the expansion of prana. The aim of this pranayama is to inspire, infuse, control, regulate and balance the prana shakti, that is vital energy in the body. Just as bathing is necessary for the purification of the body, similarly pranayama is essential for the purification of mind. Pranayama helps to improve retention power and concentration power. The duration of inhalation, retention and exhalation of breath is regulated with the aim of strengthening and cleansing the nervous system and increasing a person's source of life energy. Pranayama practice also makes the mind calmer and more focused. And the fifth point in Astanga-yoga is pratyahara. It is a withdrawal of the senses and emancipation of the mind from the domination of the senses and exterior objects. The introversion of various senses organs by restraining them from the worldly by objects is pratyahara. It requires very strong determination and repression of the senses. And the sixth point in Astanga-yoga is dharana. It is a concentration on an object. It is one-pointedness, the state of total absorption. The longer the mind remains in the state of focus, the more power it becomes. It is a beginning state of meditation. And the seventh point in Astanga-yoga is dhyana. Dhyana is a state of meditation. It is a cumulation of the uninterrupted concentration. Dhyana requires complete concentration on the object. And the last point in Astanga-yoga is the samadhi. It is a state of superconsciousness brought about by profound meditation, in which the individual aspirant become one with the object of his meditation, that is Paramatma or the universal spirit. And along with this, you have to know about the yoga and you have to follow the diet. It has been proved that diet plays a vital role in determining the qualities of man, and a yogi has to carefully analyze the diet which he consumes in his day-to-day life. He can select his food by understanding the basic concept about the effect of the various kinds of food on our system. A balanced diet. Therefore, according to a yoga, that is the diet which restores balance at all levels, such diet could aid in a holistic way of living. The sattvic food is a purest diet and is most suitable for yoga practitioners. It nourishes the body and maintains it in a peaceful state. And yoga, we can call a yoga a disciplined way of life. In the modern world, man becomes mentally tired, physically exhausted and disappointedly frustrated. These are the causes of stress and strain, inability to understand and adjust with the changing ambience of the world and circumstances around him. For this, yoga provides a conclusion and a practical answer. Man is a social animal. He must live in society, adjusting and complying with ways around him. Yoga provides a moral responsibility and social equation too. in this aspect, and the man turns to be a humble, honest and the worth living citizen to understand the purpose and the ideals of his advent in this globe. Thus, yoga gives an image and shape for better society consisting of better man with moral behavior, social adjustment and reciprocity of welfare of others. So, be a sincere student of yoga to a vital to be beneficial results of this system and make it a part of your life. Yoga is a way of life, it is a way of living, it is a way of behavioral pattern. Society at large, salutation to the great saint, His Holiness Patanjali Maharshi. And we have to know about the benefits of yoga also. The benefits of yoga are numerous, including improved physical fitnesses, stress control, general well-being, mental clarity and greater self-understanding. People of all ages can do yoga, and it can also be adopted for people with disabilities or special needs. The poses enhance muscle strength and coordination and flexibility. And we should take some precautions also. Some people may feel stiff as their bodies get used to different postures. As with any physical activity, yoga can cause injury if not done correctly. It is important to practice yoga with a trained teacher. Be sure to check with your doctor before trying yoga. If you have high blood pressure, heart disease, arthritis or a recent back injury, as you should with any exercise program, choose one of the gentler form of yoga. Pregnant women may need to avoid some postures. Special classes are available for expecting mothers. Be sure to call your doctor if any exercise causes headache, muscle cramps, dizziness or severe pain in your back, legs or joints. Remember that yoga instructor is not a doctor. Only you and your doctor can decide if a certain yoga posture is too hard or might injure you depending on your condition. If you feel like posture might cause injury, don't do it or ask your instructor to modify it for you. And the last one is the conclusion part. Yoga as a comprehensive health system offered the most suitable solution to stress and tension. The solution of all the mental fetters like greed, jealousy, pride, prejudice, hatred, ego and negative thoughts and emotions can be discarded through yoga. According to the medical scientist, yoga therapy is successful because of the balance created in the nervous system, which directly influences all the other systems of organs of the body. That's about the yoga and principles of yoga practice. And you have to remember all these points for your yoga practice in day-to-day life and also for your examination point of view. Yogena chittasya padena vakam malam sharirasya kavaityakena yopakarotam pravaram muninam patanjali pramchaliranatosmi. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti.
మా కార్యక్రమాలపై మీ సూచనలు సలహాలు ఆహ్వానిస్తున్నాం. మీ సూచనలు సలహాలు మాకు తెలియచేయవలసిన చిరునామా: డైరెక్టర్, ఆడియో విజువల్ ప్రొడక్షన్ అండ్ రీసెర్చ్ సెంటర్, డాక్టర్ బిఆర్ అంబేద్కర్ ఓపెన్ యూనివర్సిటీ, ప్రొఫెసర్ జి రామరెడ్డి మార్గ్, రోడ్ నంబర్ 46, జూబ్లీ హిల్స్, హైదరాబాద్ 500033.